On my immediate right, I've got Mr. Larry Anthony. Larry's the chairman of the Macau Gala event tonight. Larry's a former federal government minister in Australia under the Howard government. He's also a very good personal friend of Professor Clive Palmer. Next to Larry, I've got Mr. Robert Sagerkrantz from Delta Marine, the designers. So any design questions you might have, Robert's certainly the person to direct those questions at. In the middle, I have Mr. Raymond Tam. Raymond is director of TITANIC 2. He looks after all the Asian responsibilities. So locally, Raymond's certainly a person that you should get to know. Next to Raymond, I have Mr. Gurr. Mr. Gurr is a director of CSC Jingling, the shipbuilders. So certainly any questions that you may have there, please direct them to Mr. Gurr. Mr. Gurr will also have an interpreter. So if we do need some translation, that's certainly available. And then at the end, I have Mr. James McDonald, who's the Global Marketing Director of TITANIC 2. So anything in relation to numbers of passengers, to commercial arrangements, James is the person we can talk to there. So I asked Raymond Tan just to say a few words about why we're here and just the importance of China in the equation of this, or the new chapter of TITANIC 2.
Thank you, Andrew. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. TITANIC 2 will have a very strong relationship with China, and this is why we are having our first gala event in Macau, which is part of China. And after Macau, we will go to other places around the world, including New York and London. China is very eager to break into the luxury ship market. And Professor Palmer, chairman of Blue Star Line, has given CSC Jingling, our close partner, the opportunity to make their mark by building TITANIC 2. China has been one of the strongest players in building bulk carriers and container vessels. In terms of building luxury ships, they have a small market share. However, TITANIC 2 will be the start of a massive Chinese challenge to the European luxury shipbuilders. We are also fortunate to be working with Delta Marine, gentleman sitting on my left. They are a very experienced Finnish-based ship design and marine engineering company. Together with CSC Jingling and Delta Marine, as Professor Palmer said, we will complete the journey and we will sail into New York. Thank you.
Palmer 先生呢是我们的老朋友，也是好朋友。我们的合作呢非常愉快，也非常开心。
Professor Palmer is our old friend and good friend. Our cooperation till now is very pleasant.
特别是我们同帕尔马先生签订了泰坦尼克2号谅解备忘录后，我们非常重视，也非常珍惜。
Especially after we signed the MOU of TITANIC 2 with Professor Palmer, we are very careful and very treasure this project.
我们的上级公司中国外运长航集团、长航重工总公司也非常关心、非常支持。中国外运长航集团刘锡汉总裁、长航重工的李文德总经理亲赴布鲁斯班，与帕尔马先生进行了友好而诚挚的会谈。
Our other company, Sinotrans CSC and the CSC Speaker, also very care about this project. The president, Mr. Liu Xihan from Sinotrans CSC, and the general manager, Mr. Li Wende from CSC Speaker, went to Brisbane to visit Professor Palmer.
吉林船厂对建造泰坦尼克2号也非常重视，成立了专门的班子，组织了船员的培训，也进行了工厂的评定。
Jilin Shipyard also treasured this project. In order to build TITANIC 2 successfully, we set up a special team, organized the training for all staff, arranged shipyard evaluation, improved hardware and software facilities.
也完善了各种硬件和软件的设施，为泰坦尼克2号的建造做好了充分的准备。
In order to build the Titanic II successfully, we improved hardware and software facilities.
我们有信心把这艘引世人注目的游轮建造好，为中国的游轮市场能够进入世界市场做出我们的贡献。谢谢大家。
We have confidence to build these worldwide attention vessels of Titanic II and contribute for China cruise shipbuilding into the global market. Thank you.
I also like to thank Professor Palmer and Blue Star Line for being able to participate in this very interesting project. Delta Marine is, as said, a Finnish-based naval architecture and engineering company with more than 20 years experience, especially in cruise liner building and designing. And we have been involved in most of the big cruise lines, and especially where there have been taken quantum leaps. We have been involved now for about a year with this project. It's been a very interesting journey to study the original Titanic and then to implement the modern technology, rules, regulations, and still keep the customer experience as authentic as possible. We think we have succeeded there very well. All modern technology and experience have been used to construct this new ship with the authentic atmosphere, as I said. Also, naturally, all the new rules and for environmental regulations have been followed here. So, in that sense, it will be very friendly for the new rules. So, I think it will be an excellent ship and a fantastic experience. So, thank you.
When do you expect to finalise a full shipbuilding contract rather than working on an MOU? How much money has been spent at the moment? What is the construction? What is the total cost of the project?
We are working very, very closely with CSC Jinling to finalize the shipbuilding contract. So we have achieved significant progress so far. Amount of money spent and the total cost for the ship itself, those are confidential information. I'm afraid I cannot share with you at this point in time. We have been working with CSC Jinling for a long time. Titanic II aside, as we speak, Mr. Ge's team in Nanjing is building 4 bulk carriers for us. And we have built a lot of, positive experience with our partner here. And it is not true that they have no passenger vessel experience. In fact, their parent company has a lot of experience doing that in Yangtze River. I will let Mr. Ge elaborate further.
我们金陵船厂是一个具有60多年历史的一个老厂，人才济济，基础比较扎实。
Jinling Shipyard is a state-owned shipyard with 60 years history. We have a lot of technical experience.
我们有成功建造过长江上的客轮和世界上的滚装船。
We have successful building many passenger ships sailing in Yangtze River and many ro-ro ship worldwide sailing.
长江上的游轮也是我们长航集团建造的。
Yeah, the cruise ship sailing in Yangtze River also built by our group.
另外呢，我们还拥有一批非常优秀的 国内国外的合作伙伴。
And also we have many very good partners from domestic and worldwide.
对金陵船厂来说，建造这艘邮轮确实有一点难度，但是我们有信心把这艘邮轮建造好。
For Jiangling Shipyard, it is difficult for us to build the Titanic II, but we have confidence to build it. Thank you.
Just following up a bit about the earlier question about contract. For the maiden voyage to begin in 2016, when is the latest you'll have to finalize the contract by?
Yeah, in terms of timing, as I mentioned, both parties are working very, very hard together with a common objective, that is to finalize the shipbuilding contract as soon as feasible. And at this point in time, we do not see obstacles for us not to meet the scheduled maiden voyage date, which is 2016. In terms of funding, Titanic II will be funded by internal cash flow.
There will be commercial opportunities. I mean, obviously, the ship has worldwide attention. So, there will be marketing opportunities for companies, but predominantly, Professor Palmer will fund it totally.
Since making public announcement in April 2012, we have received overwhelming response, from various companies around the world. Many of them, they would like to supply major supplies for the Titanic II for free or become our sponsors.
Yeah, I think with the project, obviously, it's a big global exposure, and we've got to reach that not many other projects around the world will ever get the opportunity to have. So there's an opportunity there for companies, and we've been talking to a lot of people. There's a lot of interest in this, and the opportunity there to come out with co-branded items. Also, there's opportunity for flags on the ship. There's opportunities for use of first-class dining rooms for exclusive dinners, even voyages if people are interested. So the opportunities are very extensive, and we're looking forward to partnering with a lot of companies.
这个呢，我们看基础工作吧，我们正在研究。从时间上面来看呢，到这个邮轮，我们如果从合同签订以后，从开工一直到完工的话，可能这个时间还比较长的，因为这个邮轮呢是一种反制的，要凸显出泰坦尼克号的一个特色出来，所以时间上面呢，相比之下可能要相当长一点。
We are closely working with the ship owner and our other partners. This Titanic II building may take a long time. It has a lot of high advanced technology.